Hello and namaste. Now, this is not another episode of Next Gen Quick Podcast. So, hi everyone, I am Shambhavi Sharma, and this might just be my first video on YouTube, which is not related to my podcast. Okay, so this is one of some things which I was waiting to do for such a long time, but just didn't get enough time for. So, I am here with a book review, book haul, whatever you want to say. Okay, I'll be sharing 3 of the genres and my top 4 to top books in that genre. And yes, this is one thing which I have to tell you, that before you watch this video, all of these reads are my 5 stars or 4.5 or 5 stars, and there will be no spoiler throughout the video. The reviews are in such a way that you will not get to know the exact story or what the suspense is or anything. You'll just get to know if it is the one for you. So, yes, let's get started with it.
Hey ho, here she go. Either a little too high or a little too low. Got no self-esteem and vertigo, cause she thinks she's made of candy. Hey ho, here she go. Either a little too loud or a little too close. Got a hurricane in the back of her throat. She thinks she's made of candy.
Okay, we'll begin with the rom-com romance in the section, with the genre. My one of the favorite ones. And we'll begin with this Can Love Happen Twice by Ravinder Singh, an Indian author. I read this quite some time, I guess a year and a half, or 2 years ago, I guess. And okay, this novel will make you cry so hard. It has a prequel to it, which is I Too Had a Love Story, and I haven't read it, and you don't need to read it before you read this, but through this you will surely get an idea about what is going to happen in I Too Have a Love Story. And I actually regret not reading it before, because now if I read it, I already do know what is going to happen in it. So I would suggest you to read it before, to have the pure experience of Ravinder Singh's another writing and have that cry. But if you haven't read it and you are going to read it, it's completely fine. So without spoilers, what all I can tell is that it has a very unique aspect to it, that the whole story is being told on a radio station by the friends of Ravinder Singh. And you will cry hard in this. If you have ever lost someone, you will know, you will be able to relate to this. And there are parts where you will giggle and you will smile and you like, oh my god, what is happening over here. There are many Indian words used over here, so you will, as an Indian, I always like whenever I see a Hindi word. So yes, if you are into romance and you want to cry too, but also giggle and want to believe in love stories, this is the one you need. Okay, coming to next, this is a very famous book on the Bookstagram, Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I have not read the other books of hers, which I have to buy actually, because after this I love it. Okay, so this is a very, very cute rom-com filled with such, it's sort of enemies to lovers, you can say. There are like rivals of each other, and then it's a small town love story. And it has a little bit of spice as well. Even this has a little bit of spice. How do I explain? It's very funny. It's this is the first time I'm going to book review, so I'm not very professional with how to give. It's very funny. It's very sexy. It's you laugh throughout this. It's so cute at so many points. And again, this will make you believe that when someone has to do something for you, they will. And you will fall in love with both the characters, and they are utter green flags. And the whole story, it has a very pure relation of sisters as well, which I enjoyed a lot. So if you want a novel which you will make you laugh, okay, there is no point where you cry or you'll be very sad. Maybe one or two, but not a lot. So you want someone which will give you a comfort, which will just feel like a hug, okay, and a pure relationship between sisters, and a love relationship where both of them are ready to sacrifice things for each other. And as a reader, or if you are anywhere in the book industry, you have to read this because they show another side of the printing press or the publications and the agents and the writers. So you will actually enjoy this hell a lot. Yes, so coming to the next novel, it is Mr. Wrong Number by Lynn Painter. So this novel is like you laugh a lot. It's spicy and it has like giggling dialogue. You'll giggle through it. And I mean, okay, so basically the genres in this are like what it revolves around is brother's best friend and our brother's flatmate, and something else that is they find each other very, very annoying, but at the end they end up in love with each other. And as the name suggests, Mr. Wrong Number, they text each other unknowingly that they are texting to each other. And when they find out and everything, the awkwardness, the fun, the giggles, the romance and everything, it's just, you love this, okay? It's very sexy, it's very funny, it's you laugh a lot, okay? And but yes, this is not for someone who is just entering into reading. This might be after you read some 5 or 10 novels, because I just feel that it will be best for you then. If you are just entering, then it's not, maybe not the best novel for you. But if you have already read 5 to 10 novels, this is the one. You have to read this. I love this. I completed it so fast because, and of course, it's by Lynn Painter. It cannot go wrong. So for the next novel, it's You Only Live Once by Stuti Changle. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. So it's also written that it's 1 for passion, 2 for love, 3 for friendship. So this novel starts with the narrator losing their mother. Like they are just remembering her and very sad. So you will cry in this. This I can promise. This you will cry because I did. And but at the end, throughout, it's a very romantic and very warm. Okay, it's also funny at some points. There's a good use of satire throughout, and I mean, it's very warm. It actually feels like a cozy blanket in winters with coffee. So if you get my point, I love this novel, and I read it while I was, I guess, 13 or 14 years old. So I don't remember the whole storyline very nicely, but I remember how I felt. And I loved reading this. I read this every day for an hour or something, and I enjoyed it. I couldn't stop it, and I used to smile every time I was reading it. So if you want something which just feels very warm and makes you feel the emotions which everyone experiences in their life, this is the one for you right now. Wait. Yeah, this is the one for you right now. So now we'll be coming to my favorite novel. I guess overall favorite, not just in rom-coms but everywhere. This is my favorite novel. That is Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. Another Lynn Painter. Lynn Painter is actually my favorite author, and she is so sweet in nature. I have talked to her a couple of times on text, and she follows me on Instagram. But so yes, and she is the sweetest person, and her writing, oh my god, I can't explain. It will make you feel every emotion, every situation, and just you will enjoy every aspect of reading it. It is enemies to lovers, it has childhood crush, it has It teaches you how like to let go of people who are not meant for you. It teaches you how the people who are always there for you. It has a very cute relationship between the best friends, and a very funny relationship between Wes and Liz, the main characters. And very famous lines are also there, like one of them is enemies to lovers, it's our true boxdom, and one is she is not you. So I mean, these two lines. And overall, Wes, the main character, the guy, very funny, very annoying for Liz in the beginning, a big romantic, sports player, everything. And Liz, a mess, but yet she's very sweet, and she just gets into troubles at points. And I mean, I don't know how to just explain, but my love for this novel is too much, because even if you are a beginner, I guess you can start with this, because yeah, even for a beginner, it's very easily written, and you don't have to think a lot while reading it. You will just enjoy it. This is like my comfort novel. If I'm not feeling good, I can read it. I can just open any page of it and I can read it, because it will make you feel like home. Okay, so it's a comfort read, and you don't have to stress a lot while it. You won't be tensed while reading it. You will just be happy. You will enjoy every aspect. You feel every emotion, and just one of the cutest love stories of all the times. So, better than the movies, the best novel. Okay. So after this, we will be coming to the murder mystery, which is my favorite. Now, I'll be very honest. 4 of the novels which I'll be sharing are from the same author, and one is from a different one. So let me just share you the one which is different, which is Murder in the Family. Now, this is not like any regular novel that you will be able to, like, you will be reading a story. No, in this it's like Luke Ryder has been murdered, and there are 6 experts who are investigating it, and the evidence you get at the same point of time. See, you have all the evidences, the recordings, the chats, the notes, and everything at the very same point that these experts are getting. And there is no story that this happened. There are just evidences. There are recordings, there are newspapers and everything. You just have to guess who did it before these 6 experts do. So it's like very interesting. You will enjoy it way too much if you are actually into murder mystery or any detective or anything. So yes, this is the novel. I loved this a lot, to be very honest. Like, it's a live on camera experience that you are getting everything and you are solving it. It's so intriguing. I mean, it's like true crime. Okay, this has to be in your list if you like reading about crime, murder, thrills, detective, police, anything, law, etc., etc. As I said, my next 4 novels are from the very same author, and if you are into murder mysteries a lot, you know who I'm talking about. It's Holly Jackson. So when I was seeing my 5-star in murder mystery, I had to have one of these. So I'll start with the one which is everyone's favorite, who has read it, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series. So there are 3 novels in this, and if I talk about it overall, you don't expect. I mean, you'll be suspecting someone, but it's someone else. You'll be hating a character at the beginning and you'll start loving them just with a letter or an unsent email. If you get it, you get it. I mean, if you haven't read this and you want to start into murder mystery, you want to enter that genre or any book reading, The Good Girl's Guide to Murder is the one for you. Okay, it's the first novel in the series, and it gives you an experience of it will make you cry. I mean, this made me cry at a point, because you'll get to know when you will read it. Okay, I don't want to give you spoilers. It's about Pip and Ravi, and yes, it's in July. I guess July 7th, July. I mean, I don't remember the date, but in July, the series also is coming of A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So Pip and Ravi in this are solving the case of Sal Singh and Andy Bell, who got murdered 5 years ago. So Pip starts researching it as her school project, and yeah, she meets Ravi, who is the younger brother of Sal, and they solve the case together, and they open up few things which are like no one actually thought about. And this is such a good novel. I mean, I can just not express how much love I have for this, because I was just gasping like, oh my god, what? You don't expect things to happen in this, and you feel, see, I have written so many things all around. I don't know if it's visible as the sunlight is over there, but because you will not realize what is happening, and you will guess a million of things, because the way she writes, how Holly Jackson writes, you'll be like, this might be. Then she makes you question yourself, and then at the end, the person who did will be someone else, maybe someone else who did even worse, and everything. Then comes Good Girl, Bad Blood. I love this as well. She solved another case of her friend, and I mean, she has a true crime podcast after this. So she has a true crime podcast after this, and then she uses that, and she solves, and she gets to know many more things. She uncovers many more secrets about her town, and I mean, this is just amazing. Okay, and I mean, I told you many things in this already, so I don't know how to tell you more of a review without like spoiling it. But yes, this has romance as well of Ravi and Pip. A very good romance is there in this, and yes, same thing, it will keep you intrigued throughout. I have no words. I mean, again, Ravi supports her throughout, but this is like thicker in both of like these individually, and it's worth it. Okay, the last few pages you'll be like, it is a good girl's guide to murder at the end of the day. I mean, these two will not teach you how to do anything, but this might. And I love this because, okay, I just love this. I was like shocked while reading this, utterly shocked, and end might have made me cry a bit or even more. If you read it, you'll realize why, because again, no spoilers, but yes, basically in this, she is being given the threat to disappear. She's the one who solves her own case, and I mean, this is wow. Okay, I love this so much. So as a whole, these 3 novels in the series, A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, are maybe if you're not into reading, you should try this. If you're not into reading about murders or thriller, if you start reading this, you will not be able to stop, because these 3 novels, the way Holly Jackson writes, the way story has been told, and the way you cannot guess anything but you will keep guessing till the end, is intriguing. And trust me, the one who you think is the culprit will not be, and it might be even worse. So this is the one for you, trust me. So the last one for this is another Holly Jackson. This just came a couple of months ago, not even a couple of months. This is Reappearance of Rachel Price, and I have read it. This is the first novel I've read the fastest. So it's not exactly murder mystery in the beginning. It has a lot of thrill, and the last 100 pages, oh my god, you won't believe what is happening. I gasped and I got startled and shocked like 50 to 60 or 100 even times within the last 100-150 pages. Overall, this keeps you hooked. Okay, and so much is happening in the cover itself. Trust me, it will keep you hooked. And it's basically like Rachel Price is missing for many years, and so for the same to cover the same, a director thinks to make a documentary, and they go to Belle, who is Rachel Price's daughter, but she has not seen her a lot. She doesn't remember Rachel Price because she disappeared. And while they are having the whole documentary, Rachel Price, after a few days, reappears, and when she reappears, their life is not same, and there are so many things which come through. So whatever I have told is just from the summary over here. You have nothing which has, trust me, just spoiled you, because this is way more than what I have told you. If you think that, oh, you have told us many things, but no, trust me, this novel has way more than this. I love this so much. I mean, there are so many characters having so many things, so many unexpected things. It's totally an unexpected read. You cannot actually realize what is happening in this throughout. But yes, you won't be able to find a lot of romance in this, I'll be very honest. There is not a lot of romance, but the thrill, way too much. Okay, coming to the last genre of the day, which is, I don't exactly know the genre of it, so I am keeping it into miscellaneous. These are two novels which I love a lot, yet which are not talked about a lot according to me, and I don't exactly know their genre. So I will start with this, Before the Coffee Gets Cold. It's not a very big novel, it just has some 210 pages or 213 pages. It has 4 stories in it, all interconnected, about a coffee shop. Okay, so if you want, I will be giving you a bit summary from here only. So it's like you can go back into time. It's a Japanese novel which has been converted into English, and it is just a time traveler, and it's so warm, it's so cute. I mean, you might cry, you might smile. There are 4 stories, 4 relationships which are so cute and so warm. I mean, you might value your family and friends even more after this, because you'll realize how it feels after you lose them, and how you feel after you get a chance to meet them again. So, but there are many more conditions. I mean, I just want to tell you one last line from this summary, which says, "But the journey into the past does not come without risks. Customers must sit in a particular seat. They cannot leave the cafe, and finally, they must return to the present before the coffee gets cold." You are not being told what will happen if they would, but when you find out, you will feel something. You will feel the thrills, and I love this so much. I mean, I see this being talked about, but it needs to be talked about more. It's a very good novel. Coming to the last read of today, it's Maybe You Should Talk to Someone. Now, this is of 400 some pages, and this might come to you a little lengthy because it has the pages a little longer than usual, and the novel is still slow. Like, it won't keep you like, I have to, आगे क्या होता है. That is not something which you will have. It's a very comfort, like, you will be relaxed while reading this, and you won't have any tensions. You will just feel normal. Even this might work as a therapy for you. Okay, disclaimer: if you want to pursue psychology in your future, or you are pursuing, or anything, if you're anywhere near psychology, you have to read this. This will tell you so many aspects of being a psychologist and psychiatrist. I mean, it's about a therapist, her therapist, their lives, the lives of her patients, and everything. It is a very funny novel. Okay, you will be laughing and giggling at points. There is not a lot of romance again in this, but there are few points when there is romance. It's way pure and way sweet, and at the end, it's like one of the best reads which I have. It just took me a little time to complete it, because again, it doesn't keep you hooked ki what will happen next, but it's just so relaxing that it has changed me as a person, because some of the quotes in it, how she explains some of the aspects of life, because Laurie herself is actually a therapist and it's sort of her own biography, which is actually her biography, maybe some minor changes. So in this biography of hers, you actually get a little therapy. I mean, she talks about 6 to 7 patients of her, I guess, and you will be able to connect a little bit with at least one of the characters. And when you do, the therapy she gives to them feels like a therapy for you. So if you are struggling through anything or you are near psychology, this is the best novel for you. Okay, so with this, our book haul or reviews are over for the day. These are my 5 stars in these 3 genres, and this is my first time doing this book review, and even first time having a proper YouTube video, which is not from my podcast. And if you don't know about my podcast yet, it's Next Gen Quick Podcast. I have 2 episodes over here and other episodes in Spotify, Amazon, etc, etc. So just go and watch them, okay? And if you like this, if you like this book review thing, just comment me or DM me or anything at Next Gen Quick Podcast or on Instagram, and you can comment over here, LinkedIn Shambhavi Sharma. And yes, I'm just promoting right now everything I can. But yes, apart from promoting, if you like this book haul and you want more videos like this, do tell me. And if you find any flaws in this or something which I could have done to make it better, because it is my first time, as I told you, so do tell me. And I hope you like it, and I hope it helps. And if you read any of these books, do message me if you found them amazing, if you felt connected to what I said, and if what I said actually reflected in these novels. So until then, and yes, keep dreaming, keep exploring, and keep being amazing. Okay, bye everyone. Thank you.